because they were so close to the river. And her friend asked if we wanted to go down there. And, of course they did. So we parked the car and ended up walking through the trees and grass. It was summertime, and I remember it was such a nice night, full moon, and there wasn't really a breeze that I could remember while we were walking down to the river. When we got closer to the river, I walked down from my friends just to enjoy the night and the sounds. Out of nowhere, one of my friends then yells at us to come look. She had her phone flashlight on and was looking at the sand. I thought she was going to show us a dead fish or something, but it was a crazy looking print. At first, I thought she made the print, and then I thought maybe somebody was down here before, jumped down, and made like a sliding print to make a big print. But I remember the first print was odd looking. Behind it, behind the hill, it had imprints of what I now believe was wet hair dragging. I don't know how else to describe it. It just looked odd. Then she walked closer up to the actual river and she found another one. This time of the other foot, it was more prominent. You could actually see the toes and the outline of the print, and it was so clear. My friend, who wore men's 13, put his foot against the print, and his foot looked so small compared to this print. It looked like this thing had walked straight into the water, probably crossed the water, but the bugs were making so much noise, so I don't think he was anywhere near us. And that's one thing I say too, is like when Sasquatch is around, or Bigfoot, the entire everything goes quiet. Just the apex predators there. So that's interesting. So my friend and I are looking at the print, and we start taking pictures of it. One of my friends swipes his finger in the print. We freak out and ask, "What are you doing?" He said, "I don't know. I just see I just see how they do it in the shows." When he lifted his finger from the print, she had our flashlights on his finger, and there was reddish, like strands of reddish hair. He quickly dusted his hands off, and we decided it was time to get out of there. We climb up out of the riverbank and start making our way back to the road, to the car. Our guy friend was out in front, and my friend and I were in the back. I remember hearing voices / murmuring, and I didn't think much of it since there was houses, out there. It was almost 5 a.m., so I thought people were leaving for work. As soon as I thought these thoughts, my friend comes up behind me and grabs me, whispers frantically, "Go, go, 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 go! There's something behind me. Don't look, just go." And of course, I had to look at my side, and there was something in the grass moving. She said something had gone behind her, so we stopped walking. My other friend just kept walking along like nothing. My friend and I just stopped because these things were in the grass, running and hopping. At first, I thought these were rabbits, but then they stood up and started running. Man, I was gonna freak out because I knew what I was looking at. LP. Ooh, I got goosebumps after that. Golly. So they get just far enough away from us, and that my friend and I start walking. We see them run across the road in front of our other friend. Then both of us make our way back to the car, and the other friend is walking around the car inspecting it. We left drinks and our windows down, and I kept watching these things running across the field into the dark. Man, I was terrified. We got out of the area and didn't talk about it until we got back into the lights of Shawnee. Turns out the male friend didn't even see the LPs running by him. I was wondering what that was about. For a long time, I wondered why we saw that and why there. The location we were at is actually a place where we do a lot of our ceremonies and have dances. So there's a lot of energy around there. I don't know if we disturbed it that night or what. I started to feel bad, like we did something wrong. So, pretty sure I mentioned before the issue. So the issues. So I had talked to this person, and we had talked about how they took pictures, and basically the phone that she took pictures with disappeared for like years. And she was always, she joked around that basically the Men in Black took my phone, or maybe it was the LPs, and that we were, for whatever reason. but she hadn't really told a lot of people about that happened. But it's very strange. Then one day she went and looked at it, or went and looked in the drawer that it was supposed to be in, and it was there.